2 and 7 Battleground, brought to you by Century 21 Chinook Realty Limited, Direction Shoes, Fountain Tire, Gilson's Goldsmiths, Lethbridge Garden Market IGA, Pekka Roll Shutters, and Winners Bingo.
It's gonna be a gun fight. Get out of here.
Howdy and welcome to day 2 of 2 and 7 Television's Battleground, the 9th annual Battleground, as a matter of fact. I'm your host for the week, Shane Foxman. Joining me today, hey, I hear some cheering back there. That's right, I'm your host, Shane Foxman. Excellent. Every day we will have a different special co-host. Today joining me is Ron Devitt from the Lethbridge Herald. Ron, thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
Yesterday, if you watched, we had food services. Today we get into the retail sector, and Ron will tell us who's competing.
Well, today we got a lot of good teams here, Shane. And first of all, we have London Drugs against Shoppers Drug Mart, Stubbs Pharmacy against Packard Medical Supply, Toys R Us versus Dino Duds, and Sikokitoki Friendship Center against Eaton's.
Very nice job. Very nice job, especially on that pronunciation of the Friendship Center. I can't do that at all. Excellent job. Also, we can tell you today that our celebrity or our guest judges, you know, they are celebrities in their own way, are from the Canadian Red Cross. We will hear from them a little later. Also, if you plan on coming down at all this week to take in some of the action, please bring a non-perishable food item. We have a drop-off center set up here for the Salvation Army. Every little bit helps. But without further ado, let's get to our first game, the Boston Pizza Biathlon.
Each team starts with inner tubes with one rider and 2 pushers. They go one leg to the playing field, turn around and change riders. They go to the other end where the third member rides the inner tubes for the last leg of the race. Then they get out of the inner tubes and toss bean bags into the spinning wheel for extra points. It's a battle of balance, time, and accuracy. It's a Boston Pizza Biathlon.
And they are off. The Boston Pizza Biathlon, London Drugs in the blue and white, and Shoppers Drug Mart in the red. Looks like a very close race off the start line.
It sure does. It looks like London Drugs got a little bit of an early start, but I see Shoppers Drug Mart is catching up on the turnaround.
The transition is very key in this event. Also, the possibility of bonus points here as we watch London go for the toss. There is the first one. It looks like he sunk one. It's hard to see right now. And the heat is over. Here we go, the Boston Pizza Biathlon. Stubbs Pharmacy up against Packard Medical Supply. Packard in white, Stubbs in red. Also, very smooth transition in the first round, Ron.
It was almost a dead heat to the first line there, Shane.
Oh, interesting way they get out of the inner tubes for Stubbs. Very interesting. They just kind of fall out. Here they come. It's critical now. Here comes the bean toss. We're watching Packard, misses the first one, nails the second one for 15. I believe that was in.
And Stubbs is still having problems getting to the line.
I feel sorry for this guy. He's going to have to chuck him in. Here we go. Sinks the first one for 15, and the second one, 30 bonus points. Good recovery. Great finish in this one, Ron. Let's take a look. Watch Stubbs Pharmacy. It's John Comments. He takes a while before he gets out of the tube, but watch these throws. Nails one for 15, and then another. Great finish for Stubbs Pharmacy. We are underway in the Boston Pizza Biathlon. It's Dino Duds in purple against Toys R Us, and Toys R Us showing the way early.
Oh, they taking a big lead here. Shane, it looks like Dino Duds have got a lot of ground to make up.
They seem to be in trouble. They're not having an easy time in the transition game, whereas Toys R Us is just wheeling along. They are going to have an excellent time. If they don't hit a pylon, that will cost them. I couldn't see if they did or not. We'll have to go to the judges. Here comes the tosses. Oh, hits the rim and no good. Sinks one for 15. An excellent toss. The Boston Pizza Biathlon. We have Eaton's in purple and Sikokitoki Friendship Center in white. and it looks like a dead heat off the start, Ron.
Oh, it's close, Shane, right down to the wire on the first one, but Sukokotoki is having a bit of problems with driving all the way back, and they might be penalized for hitting the outside barrier.
Yeah, I noticed that Eaton's much better on the transition game, and they're just headed down the stretch. They will be tossing momentarily, and here we go. That hits the board. 6-1 for 15. Here comes the Friendship Center. Oh, that's one. That one was in and out. Hard to say.
Don't go away! The action continues with the Downtown LA Triathlon right after this.
Welcome back to 2 and 7 Television's Battleground. It's time to take a look at our first round standings. Ron, take it away.
Okay, first of all, Shane, we have Dino Duds pulling up the rear here with 35 points, followed by the Native Friendship Center with 45, Stubbs Pharmacy with 55, and Toys R Us with 60 points.
Okay, let's take a look at our top 4, and there you see London Drugs, unbelievable, 115 points, a great time. Eaton's just behind them with 95, followed by Packard and Shoppers Drug Mart at 85 points. It's now time to go to the Downtown LA Triathlon.
If the first leg of the race is run on three-man skis through a slalom-style course for one length of the playing field. Two of the teammates continue the race on their dinosaur, wave their way through 2 lengths of the field, and hand it off to the third teammate, who must use his or her head to get 3 ducks out of the bowl. No hands or teeth were allowed, or there will be penalty points. Ski, ride, and die. It's the Downtown LA Triathlon.
The Downtown LA Triathlon is underway. Packard Medical Supply up against Stubbs Pharmacy. Stubbs in red, Packard in white. They look to be doing pretty well so far, and this is tough.
This is a tough event, Shane. Don't let anyone fool you.
It looked like Stubbs ran into a little bit of trouble there, but they seem to have regrouped. You have to get your skis all the way over the line.
And this is a teamwork game, Shane. And they're getting on the dinosaurs now.
Yep, there you see Packard, Bonnie Perini riding, and Dave Haxon pushing. They're doing a great job.
And on the other side, we have John Comets pushing while Marcy Comets is on the dinosaur.
Okay, we're already at the ducks for Stubbs. And look at that job by Naomi Huxley. Naomi Huxley needs one more. One more, she's done it.
Using her head.
Okay, Stubbs now looking at it. Oh, that's Naomi Huxley. I was wrong in that case. What we just saw was Diane Gagner. Now we're looking at Naomi Huxley, and she's having a little bit of trouble. All that hair seems to be causing a bit of a problem.
Yeah,
she better hurry because every second counts. The Downtown LA Triathlon underway, and trouble right off the bat for Toys R Us. A little stumble out of the block run, that's critical, and they're still having problems.
They're having problems. This is a team sport. You really have to work together with your partners, and they had a big problem right at the start, like you said, Shane.
Dino Dud seems to be moving along fairly smoothly. Once again, they must get their skis all the way across the line, and it looks like they have done it. For Dino Duds, we will see Lori Murray on top of Dieter, and Bonnie Elliott will be pushing. A big lead right now.
Yes, they've taken a large lead, and now I see that Toys R Us have gotten on the dinosaur, and they're making their way down the track.
Margaret Van de Koevering riding the dinosaur for Toys R Us. Kurt Shepard pushing, and it looks like they've closed the gap. This is going to be quite a finish.
They certainly have.
It's now time for ducking for Toys R Us. It's going to be Rick Ney, and for the Dino Duds, it will be Bob Elliott. Oh, this is going to be quite a finish. There's one more. They each have 2 left, it looks like.
Rick Ney's done a heck of a job
there. What a comeback for Toys R Us. Unbelievable finish. Toys R Us well back, as you see, but here they come storming back.
They're taking it to them, and then at the duck pond, as Pete Curtis would say, 3 ducks in a pond, and this one's out of there.
Yeah, Rick Ney does a fabulous job for Toys R Us, and they come back and win the heat. Dino Duds, a terrible afternoon. The Downtown LA Triathlon underway. We've got Eaton's in purple, up against, why don't you say it,
The
Ron?
Sikatuke Friendship Center.
Excellent job once again. And both teams seem to be working in perfect unison right now.
Oh, they're going at it really well. This is how it should be done, Shane.
The other teams might want to take note of how that, a little bit of trouble for Eaton's right there as they dismounted. Oh, they seem to be both getting on Dieter at the same time.
And it looks like Eaton's with a slight edge on the Sikatuke Friendship Center.
Jim Gresdell on Dieter for Eaton's, and for the Native Friendship Center, we have Lorianne Sickens.
Oh, and they've done well crossing the line.
Unbelievable. Wayne Sugai, an unbelievable time for the Friendship Center. Eaton's now just trying to get it done. Carmen DeYoung. She's got one more. Carmen DeYoung, there it is. Great effort by the Native Friendship Center.
Good race.
We are underway, downtown LA Triathlon. We have London Drugs in blue, Shoppers Drug Mart in red, and Shoppers looks to be just a little bit ahead.
Yeah, they've taken the early lead over the defending champions from last year, Shane.
London Drugs, Shoppers crossing the line first. It's now time to get on to Dieter the Dinosaur. Sean and Neighbor on it for Shoppers, and for London Drugs, we are looking at Bonnie Howe.
But it looks like
the defending champs are flexing their muscles right now. Look at them.
they're moving really quickly now. They've got a good lead.
Marcel Boss already has 2 out. He's already got 2. He only needs 1 more. He's having trouble. Oh, he's having all kinds of trouble. Great start, but he can't finish it off.
And it looks like Shoppers is catching up, but Marcel finally gets it out.
And there's Daryl Basida. Just needs 1 more. There he goes.
We'll be back with the excitement of the Park Place Shopping Center shootout. Right here on 2 and 7 Battleground.
Every day on 2 and 7 Battleground, we feature a different good gang of the community. And today it's the Canadian Red Cross. Joining me is Ken Hoybach. Ken, thanks for being here. We appreciate you coming by. One of our judges as well. I don't think a lot of people are familiar with what the Canadian Red Cross does besides the giving blood, but you do a lot of different things, especially now during the tough times south of the border.
Yeah, we've got 1 person down there from Lethbridge already. We've got 2 more on standby. They're ready to go, and we've got a couple others that will be probably going before the end of the month.
And what are they doing down there exactly?
Wide variety of activities. We have some people that have gone down that are doing administrative duties. Some are doing duties in kitchens, field hospitals, this type of thing. There are a lot of displaced people that need to be taken care of. I think they've served somewhere in the area of 1 million meals already.
Okay, that's amazing. It's nice to see that we can help out our neighbors to the south. Thanks very much, Ken. And that's it, the Canadian Red Cross, our good gang of the community. Back to the games. It's time to take a look at our updated standings. Take it away, Ron.
Thank you very much, Shane. Well, at the bottom of the pack is Dino Duds with 69 points, and followed by Stubbs Pharmacy with 85, Toys R Us with 110, and the Native Friendship Center with 145 points, but they did win that last event.
Okay,
Shane.
let's take a look at the top 4, see what's happening. Shoppers Drug Mart, Eaton's with 155, Packard Medical Supplies at 180, and leading the way, our defending champions, London Drugs with 195 points. Very close race so far. Things should remain tight throughout the afternoon. It's time now for the Park Place Shootout.
The first contestant on each team will have 3 tries to rope that doggy. Once the stair has been hogtied, or they've taken 3 tries at it, the second contestant will hop along to the other end of the playing field on their trusty steeds. When they get there, the third contestant will get the water pistol out of the barrel, jump into their trusty boots, take aim, and fire at the target. While standing under the Battleground wall of water, the first one to sound the buzzer will be the winner of the Park Place Shopping Center Shootout.
We are underway in the Park Place Shopping Center Shootout. It is Dino Duds in purple up against Toys R Us in blue. Both teams having a little bit of trouble off the start with the lasso.
They sure are. They both tried 2 here, and
we are underway in the pogo. It looks like very close. Toys R Us just ahead, and they are already into the shooting. Margaret Vandekoevering into the water. Here she goes. There she is in the water. All kinds of trouble for the Dino Duds. Lori Murray can't get across the line. She's waiting.
she's across now, Shane.
Bob Elliott waiting to get into the water. There he goes. Meanwhile, Margaret Vandekoevering already in there. Wait to hear this horn. There they are. They're both shooting. Let's take a listen. Nope, don't hear anything yet, Ron.
No, and they're still shooting, and this is really a tough thing to do with that.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Toys R Us taking the heat. Here we go. The Park Place Shopping Center shootout. Defending champion London Drugs in blue and white up against Shoppers Drug Mart. Shoppers currently in 4th place, Ron.
And they're both having a little bit of problems right now.
Oh, yeah. Not what you might call the best of roping. Oh, a huge play by Shoppers. It looks like they're going to get some extra points for that.
But London's going out ahead, but they're having problems on the pogos.
Everyone seems to be having trouble. That's Jason Fortney for London Drugs and Cam Fisher. Now we're into the water. And for
Marcel Boss is in there quickly, Shane.
oh, and in comes Daryl Basita for Shoppers Drug Mart. It looks like it's going to be close.
It certainly is. Marcel's got a bit of a lead.
London Drugs was leading heading into this event, and they could very well still be leading when this event is over. Shoppers hoping to move up from 4th spot. They are now complete. Ron, some wild pogoing in this one. You know, it's hard enough to pogo regularly, but try upside down.
It looks like fun. Look, Mom, no hands.
And here it is, a big spill. Here goes Cam. Okay, the Park Place Shopping Center shootout is now underway. We have Stubbs Pharmacy in red up against Packard Medical Supply in white. Packard currently in 2nd place, hoping for a big finish here, Ron.
Yes, they certainly are, and they're both having a little bit of difficulty, but the pogo guys are off and hopping.
Pogos, and on the Pogos, we have John Comets for Stubbs Pharmacy and Dave the Hacker Haxon for Packard.
Oh, Packard's already.
I don't see the water coming. Oh, there it is. Water just in time to catch Marcy Comets for Stubbs. Packard still looking for Diane Gagner to get in there. Oh no, that is Diane Gagner in there. And now it is Marcy Comets in there. Packard with a strong showing. It looks like they could take this heat. That's it, they have taken the heat. Packard an unbelievable time, and they could move up in the standings. We'll have to wait and see.
The ever-popular Stubbs Pharmacy Bucket Brigade is next on 2 and 7 Battleground.
Welcome back to the show, and once again, it's time to check our standings. Fresh from the water myself, it's a lovely day for swimming here at, where exactly are we anyway? Anyone know what street's this?
Beach Battleground.
Beach Battleground, apparently. Okay, let's go to the standings, see what's happening after our 3rd event. Ron?
From the bottom once again, it's Stubbs Pharmacy with 115 points.
Hey.
Just behind Dino Duds at 119, the Native Friendship Center at 160, and Toys R Us at 170.
Okay, checking our top 4, we see Eaton's Shoppers Drug Mart at 213 in 3rd place, and then a tight race at the top. London Drugs are defending champ, leading Packard Medical by just 25 points with just one event to go. And that event is the Stubbs Pharmacy Bucket Brigade, and let's get right to it.
This event has long been a favorite of contestants and viewers alike. As we see on the tele-illustrator, it's a simple concept, but effective. Each team hauls water from the big trough at one end of the playing field to the elevated barrels at the other end. Seems easy enough, but it takes a lot of trips to the trough to finish the race. And you may run into obstacles along the way. It's a test of strength, perseverance, and stamina. It's the Stubbs Pharmacy Bucket Brigade.
Okay, we are underway in the Stubbs Pharmacy Bucket Brigade. We've got the Friendship Center up against Eaton's, and this looks like it should be a good race. A lot of water spilling right off the bat, Ron.
There is. It's not pretty right now, Shane, but they're having a lot of fun.
You know what? And that's the bottom line, because this isn't a pretty game is right. A lot of people get wet. You know what? I think Lorianne Sickens up top there for the Friendship Center. She seems to be spilling more water out of the bucket than she's getting in it.
Her teammates are really wet right now.
Eaton's Carmen DeYoung up on the scaffold for Eaton. She seems to be doing a little bit better. She's only taking one bucket. Oh, no, 2 buckets at a time.
They've got a system down, and it seems to be working for the Friendship Center. But you're right, they're spilling a lot of water.
Spilling a lot of water. Here we go. Let's get that close-up view. There we go. There's the trough. And that's courtesy of someone who we'll tell you about shortly, as soon as that slid to me. There we go.
There's a close-up of the barrel.
What we're waiting for is to see the water coming out those holes right there. As soon as water comes out there in a steady stream, we have a winner. Once again, up top for the Friendship Center, we have Lori Sickens, and we have a winner. Ron, an ugly finish to this one. Carmen DeYoung, they win it. Eaton's is happy, and then things really get messy out there.
They sure do, and
there you see a little bit of splashing there, and then they even go to the crowd. It was crazy on the field today. It was wet and wild.
it goes from bad to worse.
Here we go, the Stubbs Pharmacy Bucket Brigade. We have our leaders in action here. London Drugs in blue and white up against Shoppers Drug Mart. Let's take a look on top of the scaffold. For London Drugs, we have Bonnie Howe, and for Shoppers Drug Mart, with Shauna Neighbor.
And it's pretty close right now. Both of them have the brigade system pretty well nailed down, Shane.
Well, they should. You know, London Drugs are defending champ. They know what this game's all about. Marcel Boss and Jason Fortney carrying the buckets for London Drugs. Over for Shoppers, we got Cam Fisher and Daryl Basita. Very close so far. And if you can see up top there, Shauna Neighbor encouraging her teammates on. She wants more buckets. Give me more, man. Give me more. This is an important heat.
Certainly is, and they're doing their utmost to catch up to London Drugs right now.
You know, I'm thinking that Shauna Neighbor, what a move by Shauna Neighbor. Just dousing her.
They're taking the offensive.
Taking the offensive on London Drugs. Oh, and that's it. Let's see who won this heat.
It looks like London Drugs.
Looks like London Drugs took this heat. We are underway, the Stubbs Pharmacy Bucket Brigade. We have Stubbs Pharmacy in red up against Packard Medical Supply in white. Packard in second place overall coming into this heat. They need this if they want to win it all.
That's right, Shane. Stubbs is in last, and they need to at least have a respectable showing here.
You know what? They're just playing for pride and, hoping to get a little wet. Up top for Stubbs, we have Hux, Naomi Huxley, and up top for Packard, we've got Diane Gagger.
Both teams are, like you say, getting the buckets there fairly quickly to their partners on top.
They seem to be playing it fairly straight up. The last match we saw a lot of water splashing around, a lot happening.
Spoke too soon.
Here they seem to be playing straight up because there's a lot on the line here for Packard.
I see they're emptying their buckets now.
Oh, you know what? We spoke too soon. It's getting a little wet now. Oh, guys. You know what? Packard has won it, and now they're just taking it out on Stubbs.
Stick around for the final tally and the Pepsi Play of the Day. Right after this, a 2-7 Battleground.
Welcome back to 2-7 Television Battleground. It's time to take a look at our final standings. It was a wet one today. Ron, give it to us. The bottom four, I guess it is.
The bottom four, we're at the bottom. Stubbs Pharmacy finishing in 8th.
Yay!
Number 7 was a Native Friendship Center. Number 6 was Dino Duds. And number 5 was Eaton's.
And moving up to 4th place, we have Toys R Us. In 3rd place, Shoppers Drug Mart. In 2nd place, the defending champions, London Drugs. And in 1st place, Packard Medical Supplies. Congratulations to all our teams, and just a reminder, the 1st and 2nd place teams will be back right here on Sunday to take part in the final. Now it's time for our favorite part of the day, our Pepsi Play of the Day, and for that we will go to the downtown LA Triathlon, and we're looking at Naomi Huxley, the huckster. She couldn't get those ducks out of the pond. It might have been her hair, we're not sure, but our Pepsi Play of the Day, and that team will receive 6-packs courtesy of Pepsi. They are being handed out as we speak, and we will see you again tomorrow.
Seven Battleground, brought to you by Century 21 Chinook Realty Limited, Direction Shoes, Fountain Tire, Gilson's Goldsmiths, Lethbridge Garden Market IGA, Pekka Roll Shutters, and Winners Bingo.